Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Hey, appreciate each and every one of you guys taking some time out of your day to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. Those that have subscribed, you guys are awesome. I really love you guys. If you're not subscribed, hey, check out the channel, man. You like what's going on, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot, really does. We're up over 2,000 now. I'm going to increase the next goal to 5,000. So let's see how fast we can get to 5K. So we're headed back out to Atco. As you hear, we're not in Shake and Bake. We're in my wife's Jeep, going to Atco to get some footage of the Modern Street Hemi Shootout, and a number of YouTubers are going to be there. So stay tuned. Alright folks, obviously it's the next day. I got different clothes on, but I got so much footage yesterday at the Modern Street Hemi Shootout. I'm gonna break it up into several videos. This first video is gonna be kind of an overall. I just got a bunch of races on video. A couple different folks, some stock 345s, modified 392s, some Hellcats, a little bit of everything. And then I had 3 friends up there. Couple of them, well, you pretty much know them all. Seen them all, at least once on the channel. Incredible Hemi. I'm gonna do an entire video on all of his races. And I think his video is going up today as well. So check out his video. Mine of him will go up on probably Monday or Tuesday. And then I'm going to do another video on CT Hellcat. He was there, done a couple races, did an interview with him. So CT Hellcat's another one. And then Steve, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. So Steve was also there, did really well, got a lot of races in. He was on the channel before. I highlighted him in one of the Modern Street Hemi Shootout videos I did. So those will be 3 more videos coming, along with when we get time or availability to check out Shake and Bake. You know, that video will get out either that night or the next morning, because I know everyone wants to know what's going on with Shake and Bake, as do I. So there may be a little interruption with what's going on with Shake and Bake in the middle, but yeah, stay tuned for a bunch of racing videos. So with that being said, back to the Modern Street Hemi Shootout. Alright folks, saw it on the thumbnail, heard it on the intro. We're here at Atco Dragway for the Modern Street Hemi Shootout. So they're running the 10.0 and slower cars today, along with the bracket class. So we're coming up on the drivers meeting, so you know the deal. I'm going to go ahead and tape the drivers meeting. We'll go around, look at some cars, and definitely get a bunch of racing content in. So let's pop up here and get the drivers meeting.
Hey, is that a knockoff?
I made it myself.
Dude, you can't be doing. Look, now you have to buy 2 of those shirts up here today. You can't be doing knockoffs, bro. Are you shitting me? Wearing a knockoff right in front of me?
I love it.
Are you kidding me? I'm not fucking around. Get up here, take that one off, then you're buying one of the real ones.
I didn't know you had one. I would have bought one.
I say again for clarity and emphasis.
I didn't even know you had one.
This is when you know you've made it, when people do a knockoff of your own thing.
I like it.
Oh, really? Thanks for coming. And trying to steal $20 out of my kid's mouth. All right, we'll get started. People are starting to wander over. I appreciate everybody coming out to today's Hemi Tuner Performance Modern Street Hemi Shootout event here at Atco Dragway. AJ, wave to the crowd, please. Thank you. No, you guys should wave back and say thank you, AJ. There you go. There you go. There you go. So you'll hear Nate up in the tower today making a ton of announcements. A majority of his announcements, besides the call to the lanes, will be promoting our list of sponsors. It's really, really important that we acknowledge them, because this would not exist without their support. The entire purse, all the payouts, all come directly from the sponsors. Your entry fee you pay today goes to the track for us to use the facility. So all those checks I'll be handing out today and tomorrow comes from sponsors. All of our expenses, title sponsors cover that. So without those guys, we would not exist. So when it comes time for you to turn it up and try to go for that heavyweight outlaw, an 850 class, think of them first. Today we know that we're running a 10-0 and slower, but there's plenty of vendors that'll get you to that 10-0 number as well. So well, I say it a lot. I know it gets old when you see me posting up on social media nonstop, promoting sponsors. But without them, we wouldn't be here today. So definitely think of them, and I appreciate you guys letting me say that. And I'm not going to go through the entire list, but you're going to hear a lot on the PA system. So let me go ahead and knock out a little bit of what to expect today. They do have another organization here of about 16 to 20 cars that are parked on the other side of the track. I forget what they're called, like super stock or super street cars or something. Supercars. So our classes have a similar name. So they're going to use the index to call you the lanes. 10-0 index, 1050, 1150. So we don't get confused with them getting called to the lanes. A lot of times they would come up when our classes were getting called. So don't be surprised to see some non-Gen 3 Hemis. They're parked on the other side. They just have one class, and they'll be knocking it out pretty quick. So today, your entry fee, you paid $120 a race today. That gets you 2 race classes. Today's race classes are as follows. The East Coast Moparts bracket class. Andy Wagner right here. Andy, don't stand up. You're tall enough sitting down. Thank you for everything, Andy. So, East Coast Moparts bracket class. Your entry fee gets you into that class. Your entry fee also gets you into any other class besides bracket. Does that make sense? Yep. So your entry fee is bracket class and any other class. So one of your classes has to be bracket. That's what I'm trying to say. So, bracket class is dial in on your window. 500 Pro Tree. That's different, but we love it because it's different. And I think you'll love it by the end of the day, and you're going to get plenty of practice on that before elimination, so do not worry. Bracket, 500 Pro Tree, random pairing until we get down to 16 cars. Then they're going to ladder you up based on your reaction time, and the bye goes to the best reaction time in the previous round. Any questions on that so far? Oh, I'm shocked.
It's still no
Indiana Jones has a question for the crowd.
It's still no trans break in bracket, right?
The rules haven't changed since the last time you tried to cheat. I'm just saying. It is a great, I'm sorry, it is a great question. It is a foot brake class. So, you're allowed to use a 2-step, but you cannot use a trans brake in the bracket class. Any questions there? We're good? Still, am I going too fast? All right, I'm going to run down through all the classes, and then I'll throw out some more tidbits information, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Next up, High Horse Performance 10-0 Index. High Horse Performance 10-0 Index. There's one guy with a question. Has everybody met Steve? Everybody turn around and look at the guy in the orange shirt. He's our cruise director in 2021, he says. It's going to be a huge fail. I can't wait to see it. So 10-0 Index, sponsored by High Horse Performance, is heads-up racing, 500 Pro Tree, first to the finish line wins, except you can't go quicker than 10-0. Any questions? Next up is the True Street Performance. Thank you, Jimmy. The True, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. And I'm sorry, is Josh here this morning for High Horse Performance? And did I hear you this morning yet? You're usually a little late, that's why I didn't bother. About 1 p.m. When do we start? Jimmy, thank you, sponsoring the 1050 class, modified class. We can call it 1050 today. So the 1050 class is heads-up racing. First to the finish line wins, except you can't go quicker than 1050. Next up, leg maker intakes 1150 class. Heads-up racing, first to the finish line wins, except you can't go quicker than 1150. Last but not, that's not last. The next index class is the Gearhead Fabrications 1250 class. Heads up racing, first to the finish line wins, except you can't go quicker than 1250. Everybody with me so far? We're good?
Yep.
Next up, Legion of Demons. There's some Legion of Demons guys here today, I believe. Heads up racing. There is no index. First to the finish line wins, except you cannot be lighter than 4280 with driver, and you must be stock.
Wheels and tires.
Wheels and tires are the only modification allowed. If you're here with a stock Demon and you want to race in the Demon class, we love you. Please compete in it, but you have to be stock. These guys know if you're not. They can sniff it from a mile away.
We're gonna probably run 9/8 if we're running right out the back door.
I didn't hear a word that you just said. There's always one guy. If I cheat, am I going to get kicked out?
We're stopping.
Well, when he
The
gets
answer is,
when he gets kicked out, that means the second place person wins, right?
yeah, if you lose, you don't win. That's how it works. All right, so for those stock Demons, heads up racing, you got to be stock. 4280, you got to cross the scales. We will be in the lanes to explain that to you if you have any questions. Last but not least is the Lightens High Performance Rookie class. Rookies, do me a favor. It was pre-registration only. Please stay after the driver's meeting. I'll go over the class so we can get you comfortable. And then we have a test ticket. For those of you that are racing tomorrow at Cecil in the 850 class, the heavyweight class, and the outlaw class, you can run tests today for a $75 test ticket. And you, sir, have a furry thing on your camera. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Start over. Listen, I'm gonna make you famous. Everyone can look cool. You gotta look like a little not cool.
Make me famous.
No. Yeah. Are you? Yeah, that's right. Come on, mod to fame. I'm gonna make you famous. Thank you. I'm sorry. All right. So where was I? Mod to fame. I've heard of them. All right, so those of you that are racing in the 850 Outlaw and heavyweight classes tomorrow, you can run a test session today. They're going to prep before that test session, so we're going to get best effort from Atco. So that's the classes. Does anybody have any question on what your ticket gets you today? The way you choose your class is as follows. They want everyone to go to the lanes at the end of this driver's meeting. I think they said 9 and 10. That's for bracket class. That's your first time trial. Everyone go to the lanes for your first time trial. You're going to get 2 time trials. The way you pick your second class is when they call that class, go to that lane. You've declared the class. Once you qualify in that class, that's it. We're not messing around hopping around classes today because it really creates issues with the computers. And if the ladders get messed up, you got the wrong guys, you get a bunch of solo passes, that's just no good. So once you qualify, that's where you're staying. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions on how you choose your classes? Are you sure? The gentleman, the very short gentleman with the funky shirt, do you have any questions?
I'm good.
You sure? You guys heard it here first. I'm good. 2 words he has never said in his life. I'm good. There's a big story behind this. Okay, so I don't want to drag this out too far. At the end of the day, we're going to give all the awards and everything will be given here. We're going to give away the points champions that we can award today. That'll happen here. We need you to come up here to buy all these shirts and sweatshirts. We know it's supposed to be 30 degrees today, so we have a ton of sweatshirts. It will be that cold on Tuesday, so buy it today, please. This is a big investment for us. We laid all this money out, at least let us break even, because people like to borrow freebies. Stand by, mister, I've been racing for 1,000 years. All right, so 2 or 3 little rules that we want to make sure are enforced today. When you're staging, courtesy staging will be enforced during eliminations. So what that means is when you're going up to line up to the tree and you light one of your pre-stage bulbs, you must wait for your competitor to light at least 1. If they roll in and light 2, that's fine, but you cannot light 2 until your competitor has at least 1 bulb illuminated. If you accidentally double bulb somebody, don't back out until the starter tries to back you up. Because a lot of times what the other guy will do, he'll just hop in real quick. That means he's accepting it and the race is on. Any questions on courtesy staging? Do not put your car in reverse until the starter goes to back you up, because like I said, your competitor may be good and just jump in, and before you know it, he left and you're in the wrong gear. Good? Deep staging allowed, but we're not going to cater to you or wait for it. So if you want to go deep, for those of you that don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Those of you that want to go deep, you're going to red light, but you're allowed to do it, and you're allowed to lose by your own
So you can work it on your window.
Exactly. What all those guys are thinking. So anyway, if you don't know what that means and you see the guy in the other lane light 2 bulbs, then all of a sudden he goes a little further and turns one of them off, he's trying to creep up a little bit further to have a really good reaction time. So he's trying to improve his chances. I see him way ahead of you, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. He's trying to get a good reaction time. I don't want you guys as casual racers to be worried about what that guy's doing. Just watch what you're doing, watch what your tree is doing, and watch his turn red. All right. Did I answer your question?
Should we just put it on the window?
No, because we're not going to cater to you.
No, I know that.
If you put it on here, we're going to make sure it goes red. Do not put deep on your window, because if you do, we're going to make sure you... I'm just kidding. But don't write on your window, because it's going to confuse them. We're not catering to it. We don't want the starter to do anything different. Okay? If you are going down... Hold on, sir. If you're going down the track and you hear a loud kaboom, bang, smoke, and you think you broke...
Probably did.
You probably did. So please lift, please slowly come to a stop, pull off to the side, let them come get to you. Hopefully you just broke something that's only going to cost $2 grand, and one of the sponsors will be glad to take care of you, all of you out here. So, safely pull off to the side, don't lock them up. Do not go all the way down the track in the return road with smoke coming out of the back of your car. Everyone will hate you. We know it happens, sometimes you don't realize it, but if you realize something doesn't sound right, please, please, please pull over, stop. Let's get you situated. Guy, what was your comment?
You said we get 2 qualifiers.
2 qualifiers, 2 times.
You didn't say about the index.
I didn't say about what?
You didn't say how many for each index.
2. You're going to get 2 time trials in bracket and 2 qualifiers in the index classes.
We are getting special.
That's the plan. Doesn't mean it's not going to change. If we lose like 4 hours of track time because of something, they'll sometimes zip it down to 1, all right? So we have to be a little dynamic. What was your question?
60-foot reaction time.
Yep.
On Supercars, qualified.
Those guys are not part of us.
No, whatever you want to call us.
We're the Modern Street Hemi Shootout.
I'm running
Tested 2 does not qualify for it. It has to be in a class.
Okay.
All right? Yeah, so if you're running a test ticket, you're not eligible for any of the reaction time awards. That's only if you're in a competition class. Yes, sir.
15 slow, what kind of tree is it?
Great question. I probably skipped that. Every class on the property today is a 500 pro tree. Everything, 500 pro tree. What that means is, when you're staged and you see anything happen, go.
That is great advice.
All right? All 3 of your ambers are going to go out at the same time, and then green. If you see green, you are lost. Questions on that? And we did this for a reason, because we have a lot of low experience racers, and we like that. We are not professionals. That got rid of a ton of red lights. And if you got a seasoned drag racer or a bracket racer on a sportsman tree, the one where the bulbs go like this, they're going to kill you every time. So this makes it where we all get to have fun and no red lights, and don't be intimidated by it. You get 2 time trials in bracket and 2 qualifiers and heads up. You're going to get 4 passes to practice before your first round of elimination. Are we good? I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you got questions, stick around. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We got race fuel, we got nitrous, we got all kinds of goodies, we got awards, we got, oh, stand by. We got, thanks to AJ, we have vouchers. We have vouchers for free food. Come up and get your voucher. You must buy 10 shirts to get one.
All right, folks, we're here back with Dan the Man.
That's right.
Running Atco Modern Street Hemi Shootout. So this is the last day. Well, tomorrow you're running the big boys.
This is our season finale.
Season finale. Yep. Today we're running 10-0 and slower. Sunday, tomorrow, running the big boys.
Outlaw, heavyweight, and 850. Tomorrow's season.
All right, quick rundown of next year.
Next year's gonna be a lot like the same as this year, but better and faster and bigger.
And more people.
That's right, that's right. We had a great turnout today.
That's why we're doing this video. We're getting more people to the Modern Street Hemi Shootout.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, folks, here we are, Modern Street Hemi Shootout. All kinds, of course, all kinds of Mopars, right? Chargers, Challengers, Jeeps, you name it, it's out here. We're gonna run the line real quick because they're lining up for the bracket class, and that's pretty much everybody.
Competitors did not come back for first round, and did this man just break his burnout? The Dr. Greg website, take on Grasso inside in the blue.
Nice save. Woo. Alright folks, starting to get a little late before it gets too dark, because I know it gets dark in my videos because I don't have much light in here. So I'm going to do an outro now. So if you're stopping in for the first time, hey, check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on with the channel, do me those 4 things: like, subscribe, hit that bell, and give me a comment. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Until next time, adios.